In 1979, the World Health Organization redefined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, transcending the mere absence of disease. In Nigeria, this definition resonated deeply with the rich intricacies of traditional medicine, a practice as old as the land itself. New powers arrived. The people of Nigeria relied on ancestral healing practices. Traditional medicine was not merely a means of treating illness, it was a profound connection to culture, identity, and the natural world. However, the arrival of colonialism cast shadows over these time-honored practices as Western medicine emerged. Yet, despite these challenges, the spirit of traditional healing endured, awaiting a resurgence that would come as modern society began to seek answers beyond conventional medicine.
When people ask me who is Professor Martins Nnmda, I prefer to tell them who is Martins Nnmda because my mother didn't give birth to a professor. He gave birth to her child, Martins Nnmda. From all the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria, we are documenting the plants that are indigenous to us. You can see this is northeast, while this is southwest. And I have for all the other zones because this place is too small. So if we go out there, you will see for the other zones in Nigeria. These are the plants, these plants that you are seeing, properly identified and documented. We have a digital herbarium in this agency. A herbarium is a place where proper identification is done. Partial specimens are prepared and properly stored. So on the touch of a button, every information that you need on this plant, for example, is available, where it is, what is used for, the description. That is part of what we call standardization. So when you hear people say that one of the problems of traditional medicine in Nigeria is that there's no standardization, it is because they have a grandiose idea of what standardization is all about. The first step in standardization is documentation itself. Okay, so this is part of the documentation that we do.
Traditional medicine stands resilient as an integral part of Nigeria's healthcare system. For many, especially those in rural areas with limited access to healthcare facilities, it remains the most accessible and affordable option. Here, the wisdom of generation meets the needs of the present, creating a unique line of healing that honors both tradition and innovation. In front of this revival is the Nigerian Natural Medicine and Research Agency, Nnmda, established in 1997 by a ministerial order in accordance with the National Science and Technology Act of 1980. This act empowers the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology to establish research institutes focusing on investigating, documenting, developing, preserving, and promoting Nigeria's rich natural medicine heritage. Idea TV visited the institution recently to discover the tremendous transformation that has taken place at the agency. We found out that the agency also focuses on investigation, standards of safety, efficacy, and quality control, ensuring that traditional medicine can thrive both locally and globally.
We have a special level of control at this floor, is that we have a special lab here, which we don't open to anybody. This is a special lab for drug development, and we formulate most of our drug here. especially the advanced drugs. Now welcome to the main lab, main microbiological section. In here we have two key sections. We have the biological section with the chemical section for this place.
Here in microbiology, what we do is that we do evaluation of herbal medicine. You know, before products are being released into the general public for consumption, we have to do microbial evaluation. First, what my colleague is doing here is trying to look for the microbial load of the plant extract. When the microbial load is minimal, it's very low, at that point, we can now move to the next stage, which includes to do identification of these organisms that we've seen. If they are pathogenic, we have to establish the fact if they are pathogenic organisms or not, and again to see if these organisms will not be harmful. Then, one of the interesting things we do here in the microbiology section, you will agree with me that the issue of antibiotic resistance is a global challenge. And researchers all over the world are actually looking for other alternatives to develop antibiotics from plant-based sources. And so we in Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Agency, what we do is purely research for medicinal plants. And in view to further support or to mitigate the challenge of antibiotic resistance, what we are doing is that we are developing products, phytobiotics from plant-based sources with a view to mitigate the challenge of antibiotic resistance.
I'm doing a spread plate method. I'm trying to do microbial loads to know the quantity of microorganisms we have in this plant extract. So this is one of the methods that we use to know the microbial load. If it's permissible, if it's what we can push into the market, and that says that, okay, yes, this is good for people to consume. So this is the first step. So that's what I'm doing.
Since coming into being, the agency has had Professor Nnmda Akinodun serve between 1997 to 2000. Dr. Tinubu Koripao Agari then came in as DG between 2002 and 2003, followed by T.F. Okujagu, who served from 2004 to 2014. Dr. Samuel Ogeneta Tuvie served between 2015 to 2023, and then came Professor Martins Uchubiojo-Imeje, who is now the current Director General of the agency. Started out from the DG's office, where we observed that he had natural medicine all around. Interestingly, even in his refrigerator, rather than seeing the conventional drinks, water and wine found in most offices, we saw materials for investigation, analysis and research. The agency is a fully accredited institution by international standard to carry out any laboratory test that can be verified across other countries.
We are doing analysis of all of this using our laboratory, because our laboratory is of international standard. We meet, so we use an accredited center to do investigation, do analysis. That's the company. It's called Everhill.
Professor Imeje led us to see a proper documentation of the different botanical plants found across different regions in Nigeria. From the north, west, south and east, there is a vast deposit of indigenous plants capable of curing many deadly diseases. Sadly, some inhabitants in these regions do not even know about them, which is part of what the agency is doing to ensure that sensitization and awareness is carried out in such areas. As we explored the exterior of the institution, we delved into the Nnmda's e-library, a vital resource for knowledge and research. The e-library is a treasure house of information, housing historical newspapers, encyclopedias, journals, and references. It is meticulously organized to ensure easy access for both staff and visitors. This expansive collection not only serves the agency's researchers, but also attracts outsiders keen on learning about indigenous medicine, thereby fostering an environment of shared knowledge and collaboration within the community.
Good day. My name is Janet Okoha. I am the head of this department, and this department is Library and ICT. Here, people come to use the library. We make information available for staff here, information that has to do with what they are researching on. As you can see, our shelf is not too big because this is a special library that has to do with natural medicine. So our repositories are all on natural medicine, we have social science, we have encyclopedia on natural medicine, all information that has to do with natural medicine. That's what we have here. And our nomenclature for our catalog is Library of Congress. We use Library of Congress to catalog our books here because this is not like a university or a college. So when you want to use Library of Congress, you specialize on the books which you have here, which we have science, medicine, and all of that. So that's why we use Library of Congress to catalog our repositories, our information resources. So we have sections here. We have the digital area, we have the reading room, then we have where our stack is. Any information in the dailies that has to do with cancer, we document it this way. So we don't throw away dailies. We document it this way. We have for like this. If you want to read anything that has to do with cancer, you come here, Nigerian disease, cancer. You take one, you read. We also have it in soft copy. I will show you. You read on the net, use the internet to get what you want to research on. And also we are live database here. Research for Life database is a very big, it has millions of journals, it has millions of information there.
Next, we venture into the herbarium. A key component of the agency's mission is to document Nigeria's vast biodiversity. The herbarium houses a well-curated collection of flora featuring dried plant samples from across Nigeria. This invaluable resource is essential for research and educational purposes, serving as a reference to identifying medicinal plants native to each region.
One of the core mandates of the agency, where we document, we collate, we collect and we preserve medicinal plants here. Frankly speaking, this is the only medicinal plants herbarium that we have in Nigeria, and this is for indigenous plants of this country. What we have here is the herbarium, where we keep our analog plant specimen here. Then we also have the digital, our system here, where we have the digital copies of our plants, our medicinal plants. Then we also have the print copy, where you have the medicinal. We also have our capological preservatives here, where we have the seeds of the plants that we go to collect. So in order to get all this information, right, we go on ethnomedicinal and ethnobotanical surveys. We've gone to the 6 geopolitical zones of the country, selected some areas just like the Oshobo Sacred Grove, and then we'll talk about the Mambila Plateau, and even the Dorin Hills, and also Obodo Cattle Ranch. So these are things that we use to preserve our indigenous knowledge of traditional medicine practice in Nigeria. This is how we've done. Then it captures it and takes it to our hard disk there, and that is where we keep it. And that is how, in short, this also helps us with our international linkages. So we also interchange information on medicinal plants. Essentially, this is for Nigeria's indigenous plants, medicinal plants.
After we collect the samples, we normally put them in nylon and we tag them. So by the time we go to our workplace, we now press the plants. This is how we normally press it, so that we'll be able to transport it back to the agency. When we collect it, this is how we process it. After the process, we now tie it like this in this form for easy movement, and then we'll now transport it back to the agency. And then write after processing it. That's the locations, the stage, and then the vital description of the plant and the rest. So it's in this tablet that you're seeing. This one, some of them are even more than 20 years. This one is really good. The thing we do is that most of the time when they are infected, we bring them out and we poison them.
Just as you have heard, the herbarium helps preserve the cultural and biological heritage of Nigeria. It enables researchers to study the therapeutic properties of this plant, contributing to both sustainable practices and innovation in natural medicine. Moving on, we enter the laboratories where tradition meets rigorous scientific inquiry. The agency's laboratories are crucial for translating age-old remedies into scientifically validated solutions. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology, researchers conduct tests to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of traditional medicines.
You're welcome to my office today at the Natural Medicine Development Agency. In this lab, where we are sitting, there are so many labs. We have about 4 labs. Chemistry, then a central combined lab, and microbiology lab. By the time we finish from here, I will take you around the labs so that you can see all my colleagues and people that are working in the labs, see some of the experiments they are carrying out. We work for research and also for quality assurance. In the labs, you will find products that have been analyzed for quality control. Some of these products are from our clients across the country who are requesting for analysis of their product and for products that they are taking to regulatory control. Also, we conduct product development research at the time, identify components that are found in these medicinal plants and their activity against different diseases. We also use this information to create data for determining whether the products or the extracts are good enough for human health and for healing. So you will see a lot of these activities as we go down to all the labs.
Is not a place for just reproducing old formulas. It is a place for unlocking new potentials by discovering compounds that can treat modern diseases while maintaining the essence of traditional practices. The laboratories are divided into various units, and for each unit, one is not allowed to step in without being properly kitted to prevent bringing in dirt from outside or risks being exposed to harmful organisms in the lab.
Okay, so once again, you're welcome again. This is the microbiology section of the laboratory, of the main laboratory complex. Here is a very sterile environment, and that is why before you go in, you have to ensure that you are not bringing in anything. You're not bringing in anything. And we ensure that you are not taking anything out of the microbiology lab.
Some of the equipment include the rotary evaporator, freeze dryer, biobase, inoculating chamber, blood analyzer, ultraviolet spectrophotometer, and lots more. These labs have led to substantive advancement with over 50 new products developed within the past year, achieving both local and international recognition. After exploring the laboratories, we arrive at the clinic, a sanctuary of holistic healing that embodies the agency's mission. We ran a quick health check at the clinic just to experience how things go. We entered the energy room that keeps the body heated, while removing toxins. We tried other equipment as well and can confirm what you already knew, that for many Nigerians, the Nnmda clinic symbolizes hope and healing. With a team of dedicated practitioners working 24/7, the clinic provides services ranging from chronic illness management to preventive care.
Therapy, our clinic, natural clinic, that we try to use manually other equipments outside the use of drug to manipulate the body for healing. We have equipments like sauna, that's the heat therapy. We have a massage bed for manual massage. We have chair massage, which is digital. Then we have other equipments like a detoxifier. We have a scanner that scans the entire body in less than 2-3 minutes. So, and there are other things we do here, which is based on our indigenous medicine.
It stands as a testament to the vital role that natural medicine plays in modern healthcare. The Director General of the agency prides in having young, vibrant and mostly first-class graduates who come to the agency to intern. We met 2 of such at the clinic. It is wonderful to see how the blend of traditional practices and modern healthcare approaches allows us to provide unique and effective treatments to patients. The Nigerian Natural Medicine Agency also runs a pharmacy where traditional remedies are transformed into accessible health products.
All the drugs here were researched and developed in this same agency. That is, they are Nigerian made and they are fully herbal products. And we have different products ranging from herbal teas for ocular pressure. We have cream also for arthritis. We have muspellant, which is for topical use. And we have the prostate health also. And the teas, the nanobere. In fact, we have nano products also like nanobere, and a whole lot of products are here. So here also, we don't only just dispense products like that. Once a patient comes in, we counsel them, telling them the use and the dosage form and how they are supposed to take it. And after that, we collect their numbers and we do follow up after. So once after a day or 2 days, depending on the medication we dispensed. So we follow up just to know how they are doing. And I can tell for a fact that almost every time, for every product, for every follow-up we have done, we have received positive feedback.
As you can see, it features shelves lined with neatly labeled herbal medicines crafted locally from curated natural resources. The products are moved from the production area after passing all necessary checks. We ran into a client who shared with us his motivation for always patronizing natural medicine.
Just came around and I see something wonderful in this place. Something about research and development in the area of herbal medicine. I mean, it's so amazing to see our country, investing so much in this kind of research. And we all know that everything organic is real compared to what we have in orthodox medicine and all that. So I was actually amazed to see that most of the things that I found here were actually researched and produced in Nigeria. So that means that Nigeria has a future in terms of herbal medicine. We talk about organic medicine that are natural in nature instead of the ones that you have chemical and the rest of them. So it's amazing that the government is intentional and is interested in investing in things like that. So for me, I have seen where I can come and be, ordering some of my herbal supplements, and I want the country to begin to trust in our own products, because this is now Nigerian, this is not foreign. And you can see we have a lot of foreign supplement that comes into Nigeria. They are very good also, but I'm very glad that Nigeria as a country, especially the government, is making intentional drive to ensure that we have products that are homegrown and are organic in nature. Thank you.
The pharmacy is not only a spot to access herbal medication, but another means to educate clients about the benefits and proper use of natural remedies, ensuring that they understand their healing properties. At the heart of the Nnmda's mission is education and investment in the next generation of healers, scientists, and innovators. The College of Natural Medicine exemplifies this commitment, blending traditional knowledge with scientific rigor. Students at the college are empowered with the responsibility to carry forward Nigeria's legacy of natural medicine. The school registrar spoke more of this.
I'm the registrar of the Nigerian College of Natural Medicine Technology, NICOMTech. NICOMTech was established in August 2022. And since then, the college has evolved. NICOMTech is licensed by the Nigerian National Board for Technical Education under the Federal Ministry of Education, Federal Republic of Nigeria. We currently run 2 programs. The NID, that's the National Diploma in Natural Medicine Technology, and also a National Diploma in Business Informatics. We have students, physical students, and we have online students. I would say again, as we speak, the physical students are currently in class, as well as the online students. Apart from the 2 programs that we run, which have a duration of 2 years, we also organize short-term programs or short programs. Like this, for this year, we've done trainings on herbal medicine technology and herbal medicine production techniques and formulation. We did that for about 4 times, and we plan to do that again next year. We believe that NICOMTech has the capacity to change the narrative concerning Nigeria's traditional medicine development.
Obviously, the Nnmda College is molding future leaders in healthcare who will champion the importance of Nigerian natural medicine both locally and globally.
Natural medicine is our, natural heritage, and if we do not promote ours, nobody's going to do that for us. The Chinese people realized this and took up their Chinese natural medicine. The Indians realized this and took up their Ayurveda. So they started with tea, formulating tea, and with time they blew. And today they control the global market, for natural medicine, for wellness, for wealth creation, and for job. And Nigeria can, key into that for the benefit of our people. Africa has a huge disease burden, Nigeria, same. And if we do not look inward, nobody's going to do that for us. And that's what the Nnmda is championing through research.
Under the leadership of Professor Martin Nnmda, the transformation at the agency is undeniable. From a renewed work culture to a shift in public perception and groundbreaking collaborations, the impact is evident in every aspect. Testimonials continue to pour in, highlighting the remarkable progress achieved.
He has been able to create much more awareness about traditional medicine practice for us as a people, and that has led to greater acceptance of it as part of our national health delivery system. At times in the past, we used to look at it that traditional medicine, or better still, in terms of the new concepts, since most of our populace use it, even if they don't acknowledge it, I think it's more like complementary indigenous medicine practice. So that's just one. And then secondly too, for us in the department, in this department, he has been able to fulfill one of the fundamental acts the Nnmda had in terms of monitoring and evaluation of things done here, both in terms of the projects, the infrastructure developments, and much more things like that. So that has been a very good thing too. And within the first 1 year too, we've witnessed, or the agency has witnessed, the minister unveiling certain supplements or drug formulations for the management of certain ailments like diabetes, among others. 4 keywords were actually done. So people now look at traditional medicine with greater acceptance than it used to be. But there's still much more work to be done for its acceptance and use within society.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As our journey through the Nnmda comes to an end, we reflect on the broader implications of their work. The story of the Nigeria Natural Medicine Development Agency under Professor Martin Nnmda is one of resilience, innovation, and dedication. As can be confirmed in the before and after visuals of the agency, this transformation happened within the shortest possible time. Now we wonder what will become of the space in the next few years. As a people, we must acknowledge that true health encompasses more than just the absence of illness. It is a journey that honors the past while looking toward a brighter, healthier future. As we draw the curtains, it becomes clearer that the Nnmda is more than just an institution. It is a vibrant symbol of what can be achieved when tradition and innovation work hand in hand. So here is something to ponder about. Imagine the potential impact of herbal clinics established in all 774 local government areas across Nigeria.